Now, there are times where you're actually dealing with spiritual warfare and the enemy is coming after you on all sides. But don't forget that just like Job, the enemy can't come near you without God's permission. So your question has to be, why is God allowing this to happen in my life? And your response always needs to be, because in his love, there is something that he wants me to have power over. He wants you to be the victor in your family. He wants the enemy to recognize that he can't just come at you any old kind of way and nothing will happen. He wants you to know that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world, that you have the power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the powers of the enemy, and nothing by any means shall hurt you. See, when we don't know that and we don't live our lives according to God's truth, and we don't walk in the power and authority that he has released to you, then he will allow you to go through tests and challenges until you embrace what he has given you. We represent him. And if you have children, you don't want them walking around in this life feeling powerless and lacking confidence, not having any boldness or knowing how to assert themselves, right? I hope not. You generally want them to represent and be confident, to be bold, and be sure of who they are, and to know that their parents have their back, but that also they're capable of handling many things themselves. And this is how God designed it to be for us. We are not only his children, but we are representatives of him. So if we don't walk in our authority and power to have victory over the situations in our lives, we aren't truly representing him in a way that we were put here to do. Difficult times, we talked about it, they will come. But when we can slow down and begin to ask, what is God up to? Versus allowing the voice of pain or sorrow to suffocate us and cause us to only focus on ourselves, then we are positioning ourselves to be overcomers. This is when you begin navigating this life according to kingdom principles and in the God-ordained power and authority that we've been given.